Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Waharuka Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the scriptures, among other things, and salutations to Akim across the earth for doing his work in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. So this video, I want to go into the earthquake, that went on in Turkey and Syria, So and I earlier I posted this article in the group app earlier, and it was counting 28,000 people died, and now it already said it's 33,000, which is very Masonic. But and they said, let me just read the article. So earthquake death toll rises to more than 33,000. UN fears more than 50,000 victims. 100. I think they make a mistake there. I think it means 50,000, but they missed a zero there. The death toll after the devastating earthquake in Turkey and Syria has risen to more than 33,000, authorities in the affected area reported. UN Emergency Coordinator Martin Griffiths told British broadcaster Sky News yesterday that he expects the number to rise further to above 50,000. According to the latest Turkish figures, there are at least 29,605 deaths in Turkey. At least 3,775 people were killed in the Syrian border area with Turkey, according to the latest count. Exactly estimation difficult. It is certain that the death toll will rise sharply at a time when the official confirmed death toll was still 28,000. Griffiths of the UN said, I think it's difficult to make an exact estimate because we have to get under the rubble, but I'm sure it will double or more. Griffiths arrived yesterday in the southern Turkish city of Kahramanmaras, the epicenter of the first earthquake, to see the devastation wrought by disaster. The United Nations has warned that at least 70,000 people in Turkey and Syria are in urgent need of hot meals. In Syria alone, 5.3 million people may have become homeless. Tens of thousands of rescuers are still searching for survivors under the rubble. Soon the search and rescue people will give the way to the humanitarian organizations that will have to take care of the extraordinary high number of people affected in the coming months, Griffith said to Twitter. And it's funny, now you got all these countries want to help, from Holland, they sent all kind of help over there, trucks, they even intercepted the truck that was filled with drugs on it, So everybody's feeling for Syria, this and that, and Turkey, But what about the people in Haiti? They had an earthquake, all the disasters there. You had the so-called the UN soldiers, the blue helmets. They were raping women over there, Until this day, they built no shelter for the people over there because don't forget, they have a big hatred for Haiti, because Haiti is that one country that successfully had a slave revolt and defeated the French. They run off. So they still have a hatred for Haiti. They defeated the slave owners, and they freed the Republic of Dominica. The Dominican Republic. They freed them. So yeah. A hotel owner in a Turkish resort of Mersin is opening his house 4-star hotel to people left homeless by earthquake. So so now they want to help people, this and that, so there's a lot of stuff going on. And let me see. But let's get one thing clear. I don't feel sorry for those people. You know, we don't feel sorry for them because don't forget they all had a part in our downfall. They all profiting also from the fact that we are yet this day in our captivity, that we still underneath them. I know for a fact that in Syria, there are a lot of them, they go back to Elam. But I know in those countries, in Syria especially, they even did a report, I believe it was even on the CNN. They sell a lot of people from west coast of Africa, with a majority of them as Jacob descendants, going back to, who are so-called Negroes, going back to Jacob. A lot of them are that. And how you say that? So they know. So a lot of them go back. Are go back to Jacob, and they be selling them in slavery, and they be treating them very horrible. So yeah, first and foremost, I don't feel sorry for them. This is judgment. Of course, it's judgment. The Most High is in control and everything. Let me grab one scripture. One scripture comes to mind. Let me see. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. You see that the Most High is in control of good and evil. And this is the judgment. The people did a lot of stuff against us, so they deserve everything that's coming to them. Let me pause it for a moment. So they want us to feel sorry for them, but we don't feel sorry for them. So this is a perfect judgment. They doing all these wicked things. I've seen clips. In those Islamic countries. They really hate dark-skinned people. I saw clips. In Morocco, Jake or Hamite. Let's say a dark-skinned person. Is walking there, just walking there. And don't forget, these people, they work there and they do like the lowest work, the lowest job that the people there don't want to do, but they just torture people for fun. They just capture a man, start beating him and put him on fire, whatever. They can do whatever they want, and there's no consequence for it. These people been doing that. So now you want me as a so-called Negro, feel sorry for them? Well, hell no, fuck no. This is beautiful, man. Kalal Yahweh Basham Yahushai. It's very beautiful that I may see this, and there's more to come. This is nothing yet. The scriptures talk about that the blood's going to be as high as the horse's bridle, and the bridle is the mouthpiece that the horse has in the mouth, where you can control the horse with. So that means that the blood, it doesn't mean that they're literally going to swim in blood, but that means that a lot of people going to be put to death. Thus said the Bible. And it's a beautiful thing. People deserve it 100%. Let me jump to the book of Job, because people talking about, little children, this and that. Ain't nobody perish being innocent. Scripture is very clear about it. Let me see. This is the book of Job, chapter 4, verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent. Yeah. It's judgment. After the third or the fourth generation, the person comes back to, who died, comes back to the earth, and he's going to serve his judgment. Whether you're going to die in an earthquake, in a fire, whatever, you're going to be put to death, horrible way, you're going to be born as a cripple, whatever, is a judgment for what you have done in your previous life. And these people, they got blood on their hands, man. Don't forget, all these heathens, they had us in captivity, or they had a part of us in captivity, Either way, and all these countries, they all got names for us, For example, I know that Turkey, they like to call the so-called Negro, like to call us Arab. Which means something like black or something, And that's also part of the curses. That's written in the book of Deuteronomy. You know, thou shalt become a proverb, a byword. You know, all these countries got a word for us. Let me grab let me grab that scripture in the book of Deuteronomy real quick to prove that point. Let me see. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations whither Yahweh shall lead thee. So that's part of the curses. So all these heathens, they got names for us. They got a nickname for us. They got these songs, you know, the America, 10 little niggers, 10 little Indians, this and that, you know. Here in Holland, Modiaantjes of Zwarte Roet. So, you know, and those are just a couple songs that I know. You even got the song Vader Jacob. I don't know if it's also in English, but I know it's a Dutch version, and you got a French version. That's what I know. Father Jacob. I don't know. Maybe I think you also got it in English. You know, basically saying, "Are you still sleeping?" So it's a mocking song. You know, but we are waking up now. The elect is waking up to the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahweh Shai. You know, so the elect is waking up. The time is near for this heathen to go down. It's a beautiful thing to look forward to, man. So let me see. I was thinking about. Oh yeah. So this is the book of Obadiah, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathens. So all your heathens, so that means all your people outside of the nation of Israel. And don't get it twisted, because our wicked people also gonna get it. They're gonna be punished first. Then all your heathens gonna get it. And all your heathens going into captivity in hardcore slavery, thus said the Bible. And after 1,000 years, your heathens gonna get your country back, but you're gonna be forever under the rulership of the children of Israel. And you so-called white people, the Edomites, you're gonna be exterminated after 1,000 years of slavery. So y'all got a beautiful future to look forward to. A beautiful future to look forward to. Let me jump real quick to the book of Second Peter's, or let's look at First Peter's chapter 4, verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahweh Shai. So that means that judgment is going to begin with our people first. So the Most High is going to use his whooping stick, which are the so-called white people, and these heathens, they're going to bring hell to our people. You know, the bad ones of us needs to be rooted out. Death, for a lot of our people, death is the only cure. Because when they come back, they're going to be in the right mind, you know. Then they're going to be okay the way they're supposed to be. So back to the book of First Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahweh Shai. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? Yeah. So what shall the end be of them that obey not the judgment of the Most High? So a lot of people, they don't give a fuck. They think nothing will happen. You know, that's also, we jump real quick to the book of Ecclesiastes, because, you know, like back in the days, the Most High, you know, came with instant judgment. And you still see it, you know, on a small scale sometimes, you know. Somebody fucking with you, you just put a curse on it, and then something happens to him. You know, he falls down, break his leg, break his arm, whatever, you know. You see instant judgment, a quick judgment. But, you know, because people, you know, they think, you know, that the Most High is not real, and, you know, that he probably doesn't do anything. So they think that they can do their wickedness, and there's no judgment, you know. That's the pride also that especially these Edomites, you see it a lot with them, because these heathens, a lot of them, they still got, you know, they believe in their idols, so they got some kind of a belief. But if you look at the Edomites, you know, majority of them are atheists, you know, meaning they don't believe in nothing. So they don't believe in the living power. But hey, it's going to be beautiful, man. When they're going to see the sky, it's going to be filled with chariots. Then they're going to realize it, but then it's going to be too late. It's going to be beautiful, man. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Yeah. They think, yeah, they think they can continue because there's no judgment for them. But don't get it twisted. Let's go back to the book of Obadiah, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. All the shit that you've been doing, all the bloodshed, all the fun that you had, that you have with selling our people into slavery, with calling us all kind of names, making some of us, just taunting us, judging us for fun, capturing, stealing our children, all the shit that y'all been doing. Hey, it's coming back for y'all, man. It's coming back for y'all. There's no doubt about it. You don't need to doubt about it. You're gonna pay for it, man. 100%. Let me see. This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2 and 10. What nation had not a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? Yeah. Tell me, what was so that, like I said before, all y'all heathens had a part in our downfall. Either you had us in captivity, or you are enjoying to have us in captivity, or you've been punishing us for fun. So, for example, Ukraine. Everybody's talking about Ukraine. Oh, this and that. Putin is bad and this and that. Blah blah blah. Well, don't get me wrong. Fuck Putin also. But for Ukraine, I don't feel sorry for your people, man. That's very good, man. I hope that you're really suffering, because the way that you treat Jake over there, with your Nazi army over there, wearing the swastika and everything, and they love to fuck with Jake for fun, Even had a female, she moved to England, to a certain area where you got a lot of East Indians living in over there, complaining about the multicultural thing, But you fled from the war, man. Ain't that the fucking bullshit? Hey, your people need to suffer horrible, man. Horrible. This is nothing yet, man. You think you're suffering in that so-called the propaganda war that you got going on over there, There's nothing yet, man. Thus said the Bible, man. This is going to be the horror that's about to come on this planet. This is something that has never been seen before. All those chariots, all those missiles, the nuclear fire, rivers of fire, pestilence, crazy diseases. You think people dropping dead, this and that. This is nothing yet, man. Esau is busy with cooking some diseases, because the Most High allow him to. It's going to be horrible, man. This is nothing yet, man. People want to complain. This is nothing yet. So let me see. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 12. And behold, so these are the words of Yahushua. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. So the whole earth is going to be judged by Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushua. The whole earth. So a lot of y'all of our wicked, a lot of the wicked of our people gonna die on this side. A lot of y'all heathen gonna die for all the wicked bullshit that y'all been doing until this day. A lot of y'all Edomites gonna die for all the wicked bullshit that y'all been doing until this day. Yeah, man, don't get it twisted. You're gonna pay, man. So let me see. This is the book of James. So this is the book of James, chapter 2, verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy, that showeth no mercy, and mercy rejoiced against judgment. So these people had no mercy. I saw a clip, and I know there's one of the so-called Arab countries, this Islamic countries, I have no information on what country it exactly was, but he had a Jake tied on a chair, he was tied up, he couldn't move his feet nor his hand, and they were beating him with a stick. You saw blood laying on the ground. He was screaming, he was trying to twist the chair a little bit to avoid the beating. He couldn't do nothing. And of course, like I said earlier in the book of Job, nobody perished being innocent. But nevertheless, when you see this shit, because this heathen, he doesn't have a reason to do that. The same way when they went for us in slavery, during slavery, they didn't care about the children, grabbing children, using them as gator baits, hanging us for fun, burning us for fun. Yeah, this Koning Leopold from Belgium, going to the Congos, chopping off hands for fun, from children, for grown men, for women. Yeah. And on that day when Yahushua is coming back and when the elect's gonna receive that spiritual powers, and we're gonna get that righteous anger, the Messiah is gonna pour his indignation upon us, his righteous anger upon us, and we're gonna revenge ourselves on y'all. You're gonna beg for mercy. But like the scriptures said, let me read it again. It's the book of James chapter 2 verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that showed no mercy, and mercy rejoice against judgment. So y'all heathens, y'all Edomites, y'all heathens, y'all gonna scream for mercy, but y'all ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get no mercy. You're gonna cry, scream, like our people are screaming until this day. For example, look at America. People begging for mercy, police pulling them over. Yeah, some of them don't cooperate, but some of them, they do exactly what the police is doing. But they they got that hatred. It's so deep, they hate Jake, Yeah, they hate Jake. They start beating him or somebody up, beat him paralyzed, shoot him down, things like that. Jump, kick in the door and start shooting. And then realize that you're supposed to be in another house, or that the person that you're supposed to that you were trying to catch is already in jail. Stuff like that, But like I said before, nobody perished being innocent. But nevertheless, in the eyes of those heathens, that person is innocent, and you'll still want to get it. Yeah, that's that hatred that you got inside of you. But we're gonna receive that righteous anger of the Most High. And hey, it's gonna be beautiful, man. It's gonna be beautiful. And let me see. I got one beautiful scripture. Oh no, I won't. No, more. I got more. Let me read this one first. Concerning the house of Esau. There's the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. So you see that there's a lot of fire. Laser, chariots shooting laser beams, this nuclear missiles, It's gonna be a lot of fire. For by fire and by a sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. So all y'all heathens, like I said, all y'all heathens gonna get it. Our own the wicked people of our nations gonna get it. For fire and by sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. So that already shows you it's gonna a lot of people gonna die, and it's gonna be horrible, but it's gonna be beautiful to us. All that shit that y'all been plotting against us, you're gonna pay for it, all y'all heathens. So, and this is a very beautiful scripture to end it with. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defiled the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So, and that means until this day, a lot of our people, a lot of blood of our people has been shed until this day. So there's a lot of blood to be shed of y'all heathens, of all y'all people. This is nothing yet. 30,000, 33,000, that's nothing yet. It's going to be far more. All y'all heathens going to be small. You're going to left in small numbers, man. So that's a very beautiful thing to look forward to, you know. So you gotta imagine all that blood that y'all been spilling of our people, all your blood's gonna be spilled. Thus said the Bible. So I'm gonna leave it like that. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Waharuka Kudash, a double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all your Akim across the earth who doing this work in sincerity and in truth. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.